welcome back to another episode of the Good Intentions Podcast. It's your girl, Queen Cass.
And it's your girl, Giddy Love. And don't forget, if this is your first time tuning in, to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Good Intentions Podcast, and also on IG at Good Intentions Pod.
And the YouTube. Y'all got to run up the YouTube, by the way, because we are YouTube stars at this point. Keep looking for new content on YouTube, too, hauls and things.
YouTube stars. We're getting there. We're getting there.
I'm already a star, so with my YouTube channel at the Good Intentions Podcast.
Okay.
All righty. So today we're talking about ride or dies. Let's first explain what is your definition of ride or die? Because I realized we had to start explaining stuff more. We just assume y'all be knowing. What is your definition of a ride or die?
I think a ride or die is a dummy.
Whoosh.
That's just straight up my definition. You a rider, you dumb. Ride or dumb. What is your definition?
You didn't even explain it.
Do I need to explain more what a dummy is?
Yes. What makes them a dummy?
Just the stuff that you're willing to put up with. And like, I won't take no L for nobody. Like, if you about to go to jail, you're going to jail by yourself. I'm not taking it for you. No, I think just certain things that you allow and you accept, and you just do it because you feel like that's your role as a girlfriend or a wife, whatever. I think it makes you dumb. Mm-hmm. That's my personal opinion. You know, if anybody out there is a rider, kudos to you. I respect that. For me,
good job, sis.
No.
Okay. So what do I consider a rider? A ride or die is someone who, till the wheels fall off type thing. Someone who's giving loyalty no matter what, no questions asked.
Dumb.
I have been a ride or die.
Dumb.
Yeah, so I have been a clown. I, too, have been a clown, a dummy. I was. And I think, but now moving forward, I would be a ride or die for my husband. You wouldn't?
See, I don't have a husband yet, so I'm not going to answer this question.
But you don't think you would?
It depends. There's boundaries. Like, there's, to a certain extent, I will
What is what you would not deal with? If he killed somebody, you wouldn't hide the gun?
No.
Because
now, no. I don't want to be no accessory to murder. No, I watch a lot of ID channel, and I'm not doing that. Right. I'm not doing none of this.
Let's paint the scene, okay? This is your husband, the love of your life. He takes care of you. You're not quite sure how. You never really questioned it. You should have. Your mistake. And then one day he calls you. He's like, babe, hurry up, go in the safe. You've never been in his safe before. He gives you the code. You open the safe, guns. He says, take I don't know any guns, 90 millimeter one.
The AK-47?
Cha-cha. Yeah. He said, pull it out, and he says, get rid of it. Okay. And he says, hurry up quickly. They're about to come. What are you doing?
I will tell him, okay, babe, and not do it. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it, because, like, if you want me to do something like that, you will have to explain to me. Who are they? What did you do?
There's no time. He'll explain. He said he's going to explain later.
At the end of the day, what I'm going to need my husband to understand is that I have a child, and I have to do what's in her best interest. I am not going to prison for years and leaving my daughter behind because of whatever actions that you did. I'm sorry. My daughter comes first. She's up here. Anybody that comes and date me, you're going to just fall in line.
What if you guys have kids together?
So now I have more kids I got to take care
Right,
of.
but they're his kids.
I don't care.
So you're going to let their daddy go to jail, is what you're saying?
The daddy shouldn't be committing the crimes in the first place. That's why, you see, y'all, I've grown. The old me, when I used to deal with the goons and I was a goonette.
What is it? Shout out to
But no, not no more. I don't do goons no more.
What's the gang called? IBS?
You don't need to. You don't need to remember that.
If y'all are old listeners, please comment what getting an old gang was called, please. I forgot.
So what's the dumbest thing you've done as a rider?
Jesus. Probably like hide his weed or something.
Okay.
Oh. No, that is not the dumbest thing I've done. So, I used to go to Catholic high school, and we would get drug tested. I may or may not have given my pee to somebody so he could use it.
Oh, you a real rider. I mean,
that's not bad though.
Yeah, I mean,
you would do that for me.
Yeah, I would do that.
If I was like doing something.
Yeah, I would do that. If I knew there was no way I was gonna get caught, I would do it.
Okay. So see, I haven't done nothing.
I think hiding his weed was. Now, was that from the cops?
No.
From his parents?
I don't remember.
She doesn't remember, guys.
So what is the? I don't think I've ever done anything crazy. Now that I think about like anything ride or die crazy, yeah, but not ride or die. Maybe I haven't been a ride or die. What have you done?
It's a lot I've done, but let me see what's appropriate to share.
Give us top 5.
Top 5. 5? No.
I knew it. I was waiting for it to register. I was like, ooh, we're in a sharing mode today.
No.
Give us 2.
I'll give you one. I think I got in a fight. I fought like his homeboys or whatnot. Like he was getting jumped, so I used to really be a fighter back then. But I jumped in whatnot. So, but that's because I know, like, especially in Naples, I have a lot of family. So like nobody really wanted to touch me because it's like you touch me, my brother J1 gonna come for you, and he coming with the
AK-47.
No, he had guns, but no, he will come for you, and it was like the whole gang of my cousins and my brothers, and it's the East Jungles, but too much info. Like that's too much. This is like self-snitching. What's the word? No, but yeah, nobody really wanted to mess with me, so I knew like if I got in, like he was good. So he was good.
Wow, a true Bonnie to his Clyde.
Back then, now.
What do you think is the most ride or die thing you do now for somebody? Lie to the cops?
I don't even know. Like, I think it's situational. And I feel like if I have enough details and it's like life and death where I can still protect myself and my child, then depending on our relationship status, I would consider. But if I'm just dating a little boyfriend or a little boo-boo love, I'm not a rider. I'm not.
So let's talk about rules of ride or die. What's the number 1 rule you think of being a ride or die?
Huh, that's a good question. Number 1 rule. I guess you can't snitch. I don't know. What would you say is your number 1 rule?
Make sure that they're your husband.
Okay. I guess you're okay. I was taking it. Okay. Well, yeah.
I would only be a ride or die for my husband. Maybe my fiance.
I think the only person I wouldn't question it for is Sky. What you did, baby. Bet.
Oh.
We gonna cover it up. Whatever it is. Okay, we gotta throw out the carpet. Bet. Like, oh, you need me to get rid of the gun? Bet.
I like that.
That's the only person where it's like, if I go to jail for Sky, I know, okay, I'm at peace. But if I go to jail for a dude and leave my child, and you not going to even take care of my child no more because now you not benefiting from me being, Nah. That's the only person.
Speaking of children, and I love that. Shout out to you, Mama Bear. Mama Bear really came out. I don't know if you've been seeing that little trend where they call a parent or they call somebody, Dad, hurry up, I'm coming home, I'm being followed by the cops.
Oh, yeah.
And they had to act like they fell on the floor.
Yeah.
You would do that for Sky?
Yes.
Laid out.
I would do whatever to get her out of whatever situation. Bet, baby, I'm there. You say less. You don't even got to explain. We'll do the explaining after we cover up the evidence.
Bet. So speaking of children and dealing with ride or dies, let's talk a little bit about the Kardashian West family. Why is that fun? Kanye and the Kardashian West family have been going through a little tough time lately. And if you guys don't know, Kanye has been very publicly speaking about a bunch of different things. Some a bit, I don't want to say outlandish, somebody could call him that. He's been talking about a lot of things. And one of the things he's been talking about is how Kim has tried to have him committed. If you guys don't know, Kanye does suffer from bipolar disorder, which is essentially very huge mood swings. Like, you have manic episode and you have severe depressive episodes. So currently he's in a very manic stage episode in his bipolar disorder, and he's being very public about it. Kim released a statement, and I must commend her PR team, because it was a very well done. It was a very well done statement, not excusing his behavior, but asking for sympathy for and empathy for the families that are dealing with Kanye's mental illness. When we talk about being a ride or die, especially in marriage, you know, mental illness is something that comes up. And especially a lot of people are not aware of their mental illnesses. So it's like, okay, we getting married, and I always knew he had an anger issue. But now it's like, oh, shoot.
You see it, yeah.
It's PTSD, in your face, right? Yeah. It's like something like that. So how do you stay a ride or die with someone, partner, boyfriend, husband, that has, I don't want to say issues, but has situations, mental illnesses, or even just situations that you were not aware of? How do you still hold them down?
I personally think that Kim is doing an amazing job of holding him down. I feel like she's always held him down through the ups and the downs. Like, she's always had his back. And I've been reading a lot of different comments on, like, the Kanye situation, and everybody have their own points of views, because certain people think it's because it's a publicity stunt that they're pulling, and others it's like, okay, I really feel bad for him. I empathize with the family and what they're going through. Damn, I went on a rant and forgot the question.
Kim, holding him down.
Yeah, she's holding him down, but she's doing the best that she can. At the end of the day, these celebrities are still human, and I feel like he aired out a lot of dirty laundry, especially with the abortion. The thought that he wanted her to have an abortion. I feel like that's very private. Unless you're gonna speak about it together, then it's like you shouldn't just air that out. I get you were just as involved in the situation. However, as the woman and her wanting to keep that child, like, you just letting the world know something that was so private. I don't know. I feel for Kim. I really feel sorry for her that she has to go through all that. But they do have access to all the resources, although he's refusing to seek the treatment. But, you know, I feel sorry for her as a mother, as a woman, as a person. It's really bad, no matter her status. Like, some of this, regardless if it's a publicity stunt, some of it has to be real. You know, a certain portion of it has to be real. So, I don't know. I feel sorry for her.
I agree. I think the thing I always talk about when it comes to mental illnesses is that it's a reason, it's not an excuse, right? So it's like, okay, I get why you're acting like that, but your behavior is not necessarily acceptable. Because there's a bunch of people with bipolar disorders, and they're not reacting like that. Granted, I know every situation is different, but like you said, they have money, they have power. They're probably one of the most influential people in our culture.
Yeah, that family, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
So they could get access to all these cares, all these things that people are dreaming about. But like you said, he's refusing. And it just goes to show you that you could have everything. You could have access to everything. But if you're not using it, it don't mean nothing.
True.
Child, I don't know. That's tough. And then, like you said, Kim is a mom too. Like, the kids have to witness that, and you know, it don't make sense in your childhood brain. Why daddy's acting like this.
But she did say, like, she's not allowing them to film the kids at this moment, which I thought was really great on her part. It's like, you still have to protect your little ones and their mental health as well. Like, although they may not understand the situation entirely, like, North understands parts of it. She's like 8 now, so she so
dang. And that's what kind of scares me about being married, like
when the demons come out.
And it's like, you could do all this prep, you could date for so long, but people have this way of almost, when they have a goal, they're going to do whatever it takes to get that goal. So if my goal is to marry you, I'm going to make sure I'm doing everything. I'm going to be on my P's and Q's to marry you. And as soon as you get that ring, you know, things change. Just also, like, if I always say, like, how people date is how they're going to be when they're married. So if you see there's no energy, there's no drive to get a job, don't be surprised when y'all married. It's the same thing.
I think for Kanye, though, like, we didn't know about his disorder until after the death of his mom. That's when you really saw it, like, saw the effect of it.
Yeah.
And so it makes you wonder, like, was he bipolar prior to that? Or was it just the grief, the loss was just so great, it caused him to, like, enter now this state and be bipolar? So
from what I know about bipolar, a lot of creative people are bipolars. A lot of artists, a lot of celebrities. What's her name? Jennifer. She's a Black actress. She plays the mom. No, she plays the mom in all these.
Oh, Lewis?
Yes. She speaks out about her bipolar.
She is? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why she be singing like, and it's like,
right. So it's like those shifts. It's like that, once again, that mania and then that depression. And I think with Kanye, maybe it was well managed with his mom. You know, he was taking his medication because you had to take medication to have your bipolar in check. Maybe he was doing all these things. He had his anchor. And like you said, when he lost his mom, it was like
his world just
changed.
Yeah.
And he never really got back from that. And that's so sad.
Yeah. And I don't know. I go on the Shade Room just to read the comments, honestly. I love just seeing different people's perspectives. Like, certain people are like, well, the mom died like years ago, over 10 years ago. He should be over it. But it's like, if you know anything about grief, like, you go through those stages on a regular. And it's like, you don't know which stage you're going to be in, if it's going to be the acceptance stage or the denial or bargaining. It's really tough, and I don't like people telling somebody how to cope or how to deal with certain situations. Like, that's
right.
But
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, he still needs to go get treated though.
But and a lot of people are like blaming the Kardashian family for where he's at. You know, they run all these men crazy. I nothing the Kardashians. I just think that the whole situation is very unfortunate, and I would hate to think that they don't have his best interest at heart.
Yeah,
because at one point Kanye called Chris Jung. And the thing is, once you have bipolar or any type of mental illness, you feel like people are out against you. People who don't want to do your vision, your reality is skewed.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever he thinks is real, it might not necessarily be.
Yeah, but in his head,
that's his reality.
Real. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like that clan, they're very good at what they do. Like, they're good at marketing. They're good at, like, making something out of nothing. But I feel like this situation is very real. So, I don't know.
For sure. Because it seems like they don't get nothing out without their PR team, like, going through it.
Of course.
They're very calculated.
Yeah, they got to protect their brand.
Yeah.
They have a lot. Yeah. So, it's like they have to protect it. And, you know, Mama Chris, she's on top of it.
Mama Chris is you. She would do whatever for her kids. She sure would.
Yeah. No, she would.
Really would. And I don't know. Maybe the moms are the real ride or die. Maybe those are the real ride or die.
Yeah.
Because even, like, sometimes, like, I have some students I work with, right? And when my teachers come up to me and they're like, oh, you need to get your child. I say, my child didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can already imagine. I'm like, no, he's good. He threw a fit. But what will happen? What made him throw that fit? So I can already imagine when I'm a mom and you call me to come get my child, because I already know my child going to be outspoken. I'm be like, so who bothered Cassie Jr.? Because she's not going to speak unless she's spoken to. What happened?
Please, don't name the child.
And the
Cassie
boy
Jr.
going to be named Cassius after Cassius Clay.
Hey, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Do you have your other children's name ready? We're way off topic.
Okay. This is, next episode.
Okay. Stay tuned for more. Moving forward, ladies, especially in college, don't be a ride or die. Ooh, the scammers. That's what I want to talk about.
Okay, what about the scammers?
Scamming has been very popular lately. Where y'all at?
Stay to the city girls.
And there's a lot of girlfriends who are reaping the benefits of their scammer boyfriends. Or they're scamming themselves too. Shout out to you, Queen. We support it. Do we not?
You.
I thought we were supporting entrepreneurs. But anyways, now small business owners now all of a sudden.
The legal way. Yes.
So you.
Exactly. I don't support.
No, I'm joking. So with scamming, it comes with a lot of liability. So once again, paint the scene. You've been with your scamming boyfriend for 2 years. You know he a scammer. You love him. He from North Miami. He's the king of jouets, okay? You know what a jouet is?
Games.
Yeah, but in the scamming world, like a jouet.
No, I don't.
It's a scam, a fraud. He's doing something like, okay?
How do you know all this?
Because I'm practicing my lingo.
You've ever been with a scammer?
Not yet.
Okay.
King. I'm just kidding.
Scammers. She's available.
I'm a writer. I'm just kidding. You guys have been together for a while. Your money's stacked up. You're fraud. You're fraudulent. Yeah, that's what you're doing. All of a sudden, and a lot of frauds that they do is with like bank accounts and things like that. All of a sudden, the police comes knocking at your door. And when the police do investigation, they be trying to take out the whole crew. And they're like, hey, do you know Joan James? That's your boyfriend. You're like, yeah, it's my boyfriend. And they're like, come on in, we have more questions to ask. And they start asking you questions. Are you answering these questions or no?
Wow, you putting me on the spot today. Y'all. Me know nothing. I don't know nothing. Because, I mean, you can't.
You could plead the fifth.
Yeah, I'm pleading the fifth. Yeah, I don't know nothing. Until we go to court and it's like, okay, you about to get sentenced to whatever. Okay, Your Honor. Yes, he was doing that.
You make a deal? You do a deal with the...
Of course. I am protecting myself.
Right.
Like, in every situation with a boyfriend, I am protecting myself. So just know that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I would snitch at the door. Don't even take me down to the police station.
No.
Sir, here you go. All the bank statements. So maybe scammers, y'all don't want me because I'm a snitch.
So what would be the difference between a husband and a boyfriend as far as like ride or die?
For me now, I'm not riding or dying for a boyfriend.
But you just told them you wanted to scam.
And I just told you when the police comes at my door, I'm showing everything. The little black book, everything. The Cash App.
You know too much.
The little Cash App scams, I'm showing everything. I'm a liar, I'm fake. I think the thing with boyfriends is there's no security with it. It could end any day. And I think sometimes I see a lot of relationships where people are so wrapped up. He's my everything. He's my world. He's my dad. And I'm sorry. I'm not a bond versus a title person. Titles are in privilege. So for my husband, I don't know. If he was a scammer and we got married, I might not know anything. I'm not going to lie. I might plead the fifth all the way to whatever happens. If there's no kids involved. Because if there's children, but I was following this YouTube couple. They're Haitians. They're like billion somebody. They were.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
With the 3 kids?
3 kids, yes.
Okay.
So they were scamming back in the days.
That's why they got the house. Yeah. Their house is so nice, y'all.
YouTube was not paying that much money. They was scamming back in the day, maybe in 2012. And once again, when they do investigations, they try to bring down a whole ring. So they might not come for you at the time, but there's no real statute. If there's a statute of limitation, it's probably longer than they thought. So they both got caught up in a scam. The police came for them, and they're taking turns going to jail. So one's going to jail for 2 years, and then the other one is going to jail for like 8 months or something like that.
Oh, this is like now, present day?
Because then the charges were brought to them present day for something that happened way back when, So those are things to think about, too.
They talk about that on there?
They did a YouTube channel. Maybe we could post a little clip. So once again, shit you do in your past,
it catch up to you.
But that's a tip. One thing I always do with boyfriends, I always do background checks. That's a big thing. You don't do that's crazy.
Tell our listeners how they can do a background check.
You could just go to any police station, and then you just give them the name of the person, and it's about $25. I'm trying to think if you need their social security. You might need their social security. And
how do you get your boyfriend's social security?
You ask for it,
and they give it to you.
Hello.
They don't ask you, like, what you need it for? No questions?
I'm going to go run a background check.
Oh, so you're, like, up front telling them.
Well, for me, I'm very, like, yeah, I'm going to run a background check. Or I'll do it myself.
Because I be trying to do it online. There's always.
Well, yeah, online don't work. You could just go, it's $25, and they're just going to give you, if there's any charges were ever brought against them, and then if there's any, like, active cases. It's not like a full thing.
Like a level 2 background?
Right, but it definitely tells you if they're clear or not. You need to do background checks on your boyfriends, on your partners.
Yeah, I mean, now, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
And then now that's a risk that you take. Okay, now knowing this, how do I want to move forward? Because one thing I always think about is like, what if I get pulled over with someone that has an open case against them, or
and
something,
you didn't know
and
nothing about it?
Nah.
So you do the backgrounds after you guys make it official?
To be honest, I always start the conversation. Like whenever I play the little games, the little talking games. Have you ever been arrested? It's so I start, have you ever had any incidents with cops? Have you ever, I'll ask. And they're usually pretty honest about it. And then when we get deeper, I'll Google you and I'll see what comes up. Because you can see mug shots of people. So if your mug shot pops up, I already know what I need to know. So after you do that, then you could just go do a background check.
Wow, Cassie is dropping some gems for y'all to.
We have to be safe as ladies.
I like it, especially nowadays.
Right,
yeah.
and you want to see if they have any restraining orders against them previously, any domestic abuse, anything like that, rape allegations. You want to see all these things. We can't be it's scary.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that was good.
The more
I'm gonna start doing that.
But make sure that your man. It might not be worth it. The lady at the police station will be like, here, you here again? Dang.
Right, especially for like $25. That's an investment.
It adds up.
Alrighty. So, Cass, moving forward, how do you plan on being more intentional when it comes to being a rider?
I don't want to be a rider. That's how I'm going to be more intentional. But, the thing about what I like about being a rider, there's always a positive. Sometimes there's more negatives. But I feel like having a partner that, has your back really gives you time and gives you space for you to grow when done properly. So that's one thing I do appreciate. No, because it'd be undivided loyalty. I do appreciate some part of the loyalty that a ride or die gives their partner. If it's reciprocated as well, it's like, okay, I trust you, I'm loyal to you, and I'll never feel that security if I'm not married to somebody personally. The difference would be between a rider and loyalty. Loyalty is, I support you, I'm here for you, I'll help you out. It's me and you versus it's me and you type thing. I think a rider is that undivided loyalty I'm talking about. There's no lines I'm not willing to cross for you. There's nothing I'm not willing to do for you. I will forsake myself for you. That's what a rider is.
That was a good way of putting it. Because,
Yeah.
at first, when you were defining loyalty, I'm like, okay, that's the same thing.
The loyalty is the boundaries. You put yourself first. Loyalty is I have my boundaries, and my boundaries agree with what we're doing right now.
So can't you establish boundaries as a rider?
You can't. So you could definitely be a rider. No, you wouldn't be a rider. You would be a great partner. Because to me, a rider is someone, no questions asked. You ride or die. We're riding. Wheels fall off.
Bonnie and Clyde, look for me.
That's your
96, Bonnie and Clyde.
Ain't that your relationship? Not anymore. Previous episodes. Go look back at the previous episode.
So you trying to catch me in a lie?
Perhaps.
I think it was, Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the difference from me. I want to be a partner. I don't want to be a rider.
Yeah, you did a very good job explaining the difference and stuff. That was really good.
Thank you.
That's good. I want to be a partner too, not a rider. I'm not riding for nobody unless it's my child.
We riding for Sky. We ride at dawn. What we doing?
Riding.
She did what? Bet. Dang it, Sky.
But yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to our episode this week. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, I'll tell you guys, it's The Good Intentions Podcast. And then on IG at Good Intentions Pod.
And don't forget to follow Gidna at GiddyLoveJ1.
And Cassie at CassieX3.
Definitely not. Canceled. Wow. And don't forget
Queen Cass.
Yeah.
Queen Cass X3.
Queen Cass _X3. We have some work to do, best friend.
Close
we have
enough.
some work to do.
Mine is simple.
To you. I remembered it. Anyways, we have work to go do, guys, because clearly we're not on the same level. So catch us next time. Bye.
Toodles.